Good morning, top of the morning to you. This is Pastor Felicia. I'm walking with the word and I'm out pretty early today. I'm trying to be a little bit more diligent with my time and time management and do better. Maybe get to work a little bit earlier than I've been getting there. Anyways, that's another story. When I'm out today, it's still a beautiful day. It's still kind of a little bit dark out, but it's cold. Birds are still chirping. I love that. The sound of the birds always means good morning. Always means just happy sound. They're singing. You never know if they're just praising the Lord or not. There used to be a song that said, if the robins can say thank you, you can do it too. And if they're out thanking God for their voices and their ability to be able to do what they do, fly and live freely, then we should be thanking God as well. So today, walking with the word, I was thinking, I was watching something earlier today, kind of just a little bit disturbing to me, because I saw someone do something, but they had the appearance, or like they were almost trying to mimic someone else. And I started thinking about the identity that God gives all of us, because He said that we are peculiar people. And I thought about that He loves us so much that He made us all different. He loves us so much that He gave us all unique plans and ideals and thoughts and looks. Even so much that the fingerprints on our fingers, none of them are the same. They don't even match each other. Isn't that amazing? That one fingerprint that I have on one hand, on one finger, on one hand, doesn't match another fingerprint on that same finger on the other hand. We're just so different, and God made us uniquely that way. And I wanted to say, because He made us peculiar, because He knows every hair on our head, He knows everything about us, that if we're in search of something, if we are in need of Him to do something, because He knows us that much, He can identify us at any given time, because He knows the numbers of hairs that are on our head. If He can do that, then we can just ask God, what is it? What's my plan? What am I supposed to be doing? What are the plans that you have for me? And what are the things that you have to reveal to me to get those things? Because something about when we take on the personality of other people says that we're cheapening the experience, or we're cheapening the plan of God for what He actually has for our lives. And so I wanted to encourage you today by saying, you don't have to be like anyone else. You don't have to look like anyone else. God gave you a vision. He gave you a plan, and that plan is uniquely and designed especially for you. And so tap into that God-given talent. What is it that God wants you to do? What is it that God wants, how He wants you to walk? What is it that He wants you to say? What are the moves and the steps that He wants you to take during this season? Because every season it could possibly change depending on if you've already conquered what you were supposed to conquer last season. Once you've conquered that, you don't get stagnated and just stay there. It's time to move to the next thing. It's time to move to the next season. It's time to move to the next place. So ask God, what is it that you're supposed to be doing? I have questions before God right now. He's given me a plan, and I'm working that plan, and I'm asking, what are the next steps for this? Now that I've entered into this, what is it that you would have for me to do? How would you have me to grow this? How would you have me to mature this? How would you have me to develop this? And so we all have those kind of questions. Go before God. Don't try to be a cheap carbon copy of somebody else's great original, because the plan that works for them may not be the plan that works for you. The plan that you can look at somebody else's, let me say church, since I've started a church. It could be easily for me to look at someone else's church and say, oh, they're doing this for their church, and oh, they're doing that. Oh, that sounds like a good thing, and it's working for them. And then I try to copy that, and it doesn't work for me. So I want to encourage you, stick to what God has for you, because what worked for someone else is not going to work for you, may not work for you. And what worked for you may not work for them. But it will be divinely, uniquely formed for greatness just for you. Trust God. Trust his plan. It's there for you to trust. He wants you to trust him. He wants you to give him more. Let him do more. You know, we have these angels that are waiting on us to say, hey, this is your assignment. Can you do this for me today? This is your assignment. I charge you to do this today. And so many things that we have been given access to, we don't use them. And maybe that's the reason our plans are not fulfilled. Take access, take heed to whatever God has for you, whatever he wants you to do, and do that wholeheartedly. God has a plan for you as he has a plan for me. Go forth with great boldness. This is Pastor Felicia. I am walking with the word. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.